Hey everyone, today we are making a URL shortener using Cloudflare workers, KV storage, and Hono framework. So we're into the project now. We start by creating a sample Cloudflare project. So I'll just get started with the Hono backend project. The name doesn't matter. I'll just go to Hono. So this will just start a simple backend Hono project for me. So what we're gonna use for this one is something called as KV storage on the Cloudflare platform. And by the time what I can do is I can create a KV namespace for that. So how I want my URL shortener to work is we are gonna just map and redirect the URLs using maybe a 6-digit or like numeric code or something like that. So I can just go to workers and pages, KV, and create a KV key value namespace for the so I'll create a namespace URL shortener vid. So I'll just go to this. Do you want, by the time my project is ready, do you want to Git for version control? Yes, I want to use Git. Do you want to deploy of application? Let's just deploy it right now. So the dashboard will look something like this. Currently there are no entries, of course. So the application is already deployed on this URL, and I can even check it in the browser. It says hello Hono. Of course, it's just a skeleton backend project. I'll just open the app now in Cursor. I've been using Cursor a lot. So yeah, so this was the hello Hono. Now what we want is that we post a URL request and it returns us a shortened URL basically. So for that, let's just keep it this way. Hello Hono. Hello, we'll change it to URL shortener and app.post. We need to create a post request, of course, for that. So I'll just create a post route for that, shorten, and what this needs to be an async function. And so how we're going to do this is const URL await c.json, and if no URL return c.status. So how we're gonna do is how we create that the shortened ID. So const ID. So crypto.random. No, I'll use map.random to string substring 215. Let's use a 6-digit alphanumeric code for that, which is going to be random, of course. So await. What we need is we need to go to Wrangler. Since we are using KV for that, I just want to go to KV namespace. So binding. Now we need the KV namespace, like what is the name of that, I'll just copy the ID for that. The ID is here. Please don't use my KV namespace. So there it is. Got the KV. Now what we need to change the configuration as well. So you will shorten your KV namespace. Yep. So what we can do is await c dot env, put ID and the URL there, and const short URL c. Okay, no. So short URL. How I want this backtext, and then I can do c dot rec dot URL, and let's just split that into I want to split that into the shorten, and yep, that's what I want to do. And return, what we can do is we can return the URL now. Export folder. Okay, app.getID async and const ID equals c.recparam ID short ID c dot. So if there is no URL, right, return c dot status for 404. Okay, c dot json URL not found. KV names. I think this should work, so I'll just go ahead and deploy this. So that's how easy it is to deploy your application by just npm run deploy. I've actually deployed the application, so the hello hono should now be hello URL short now, because it's a simple index route. So there you go. How we can test it, we'll just use Postman for that. So I'll just grab a long URL, and what's gonna do is it will return us our worker URL followed by a 6-digit alphanumeric random ID. And I'll just copy, what's the name for this? We need to get a domain, of course, a short domain, but that will be too much for this video. So you know what, let's go ahead and shorten, go to body, we go to, let's just grab a URL. We need a long URL for this, right? So I'll just go to Stack Overflow for this, and so this is a long URL, right? Wait, what the hell? So yeah, this is a long URL, right? So let's just try to shorten it. Okay, that is not expected. Internal server error. Okay, let's see what's happening. If a KV is initialized or not, I'll just check that. We got the cursor and we go to Wrangler. The binding is working. This needs to be uncommented. Now I need to go to npm run deploy again, the latest version of application. Okay, now let's just test it. We got the shortened URL. So there it is, our 6-digit alphanumeric ID, which is randomly generated. So what is happening is, now if I go to this URL, which I copied, is going to redirect me to the actual Stack Overflow, because it is stored in our, this redirect key value is stored in our KV namespace that I just created on the Cloudflare. That's how easy it is to create a URL shortener. Of course, this is not a fully finished product.